When Marathi-speaking parents are hunting for a suitable boy for their unmarried daughter, they refer to him as a sthal. In the literal sense, a good sthal is a good place. As in, do you know of a good place where I can dump my daughter? At least that's what it sounds like to me when my mother asks people if they know of a good sthal. And my mother makes that inquiry daily. To newspapers, to neighbours, to casual acquaintances and classmates she has long lost touch with. One of these days, she is going to accost complete strangers in her bid to find a good place to dump her daughters. Daughters. That's right. Plural. In this country, that too. Where having one is considered bad luck, having two is overly optimistic, 3 is reckless, and 4, like my mother has, is just plain insane. You have to be richer beyond the dreams of avarice to afford dowry for 4 daughters. No, wait, not dowry. These days, offering and accepting dowry is illegal after all. So it wouldn't be dowry. It would be called Devan Ghevan, give and take. As in, we'll give you one chance to dump your daughter in our family, and we'll take everything you've got in return. My parents, I and Nana, would have to give and take 4 times to get us all off their hands. And you couldn't do that on one man's salary. To do that, you have to have ancestral wealth or a distant relative addled enough to leave you their estate. Or failing all that, at least a very negotiable set of personal ethics. Sadly for my mother, my father ticks none of these boxes. Academically inclined philosophy professors rarely do. So, the responsibility of obtaining suitable husbands for her daughters has fallen upon my mother. And I'll say this for her, she takes it very, very seriously. Which means I should have seen what was coming when I decided to broach the subject of me studying further. I said casually as I helped her chop lady's fingers for lunch. I was thinking... Take the dal off the stove, she ordered, as she tightened the lid of the large aluminum pressure cooker one last time. I obeyed, grabbing the pot of dal with the steel tongs and gingerly lowering the vessel onto the kitchen counter. I set the pressure cooker on the stove, adjusted the heat, and began kneading the lump of wheat flour dough in the flat aluminum parat before her. Every now and then she'd glance warily at the cooker, as if it would explode any minute. So I was thinking, I tried again, I'd like to do an MA.